What's up guys, welcome to an Asseto Corsa video. Today I'm going to be showing you my setup and then we're going to try to drift. It's going to be a little bit difficult because I haven't been drifting for a while. But I just kind of want to try it out. So this is what I basically have for setup normally. You could put it on Street 90s, which is, I would say, better. But yeah, I like the semi-slicks. I have no idea why, but they're just nicer. Aero, alignment, it's basically your standard setup. And then I got 150 force feedback on my G29 wheel. Alrighty, let's go drift then. First gear. So the way I start out drifting is you basically just drive like you do normally. Go to the left here and to the right in this big thing, and we're in the BMW E30 drift version on the drift map. And then you go in second gear, then you just go around like normal, and then when you get to here you floor it, and then you counter steer. And I might not be that smooth because I haven't been drifting for a while, so I'm gonna have to learn. And damn, alright, you might be able to hear my force feedback a lot, and I'm sorry about that, but I can't really do anything about it. It's just my wheel being stupid. So yeah, it's pretty much only when I jump curves, so it's not going to be that bad. And it's pretty much only when I drift you can hear it. So yeah. I'm really terrible at it, I know. But I mean, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's like a month ago since I did this, so. That was not bad. And brake. Then when you get really good, you should be able to drift the whole thing over there. I mean, this thing I can easily drift because it's a corner. But, oh god, gotta counter steer. But when you get over here, then it becomes a little bit more difficult because you gotta, yeah, have your angle. Damn, it's noisy. Alright. Might be a little boring, but you just gotta do this all day, and then you'll get pretty good at it. And, yeah, that's basically how you learn how to drift. And then when you get good at it, you go out here, and there's a little route that I've been seeing people take, which is, I mean, I can do it myself, but, and then you clutch kick by holding the clutch and giving it gas, basically. So you just clutch kick like that, initiate your drift, and then drift. And you can see what I'm doing with my with my pedals in the right corner. Should be able to see that I'm just clutch kicked, and my force feedback level is the gray one, as far as I believe. My tires are on the left, all that stuff. So yeah. that didn't work out. Don't know if it's noticeable with the FPS drop. I have no idea. Because I'm watching at my FPS in the right corner. And I should be able to kind of see how much FPS I've got. And it's at 60 FPS, but it goes down to 50. But yeah. Let's get an outside view of this. Shut up, wheel, please. Thank you. And again, drifting is all about throttle control. So good throttle control means better drifts. So if you want to do throttle control drifts, you want to not do that. You want to actually go in the corner, and then I'll show you on this one over here. Now I'm not that good at the throttle control thing, but I'm trying to learn. You basically like put your foot down and then let go, put your foot down, let go. Makes you have a little bit smoother line. You don't need as much angle, because I usually drift on a lot of angle. That's how I drift. I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing wrong when I drift, but I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I have no idea what it is. I just drift, and I like it. So, again, throttle control, it's all about throttle control, steering, counter steer, angle. There's just a lot of things that really counts up to drifting, and I mean, the basic explanation to how you drift is basically half throttle, go full send, and then your wheels should start turning by itself if you have a wheel, of course. Now, I'm on a G29, so I know my settings and stuff like that. I just like having it on here, and you don't need 150 force feedback. That's just like what I like running. And I usually run a lot more than that, but for the purpose of the video I'm going to run a little less, since it would be annoying for you guys having to listen to the 290 force feedback, because it's noisy as hell. So yeah, basically just for you guys I'm going to tone it down, and that's why I'm probably not being as smooth. Because it does counter steer a lot more if you have higher, a lot higher, but you need to fight, let me try that again. You need to fight your wheel a lot more when you have higher force feedback. So for instance, if I were to do, let's say this, and then counter steer, like turn all the way to the right, counter steer, would be a little bit harder. Oh dang, I did not know I could do that. Well, I just scan deflect that. That's what it's called when you flick your wheel to the left and then to the right into your corner. That's basically a weight transfer like this. You can also drift like that. And yeah, there's a lot of ways you can get into the thing. You can crouch kick and scan deflect And when you want to transition, let me see if I can find a spot to transition over here maybe. Because transitioning is a little bit harder, but for sure better for most people when they want to learn how to drift. Is the weight transfer. You can also do your handbrake. So I would go in forward, hold the handbrake, release, and then as you are holding your handbrake, turn into the corner. And for initiating, that wouldn't be the best option on some tracks, because some tracks require you to either clutch kick or flick it. And mostly you would use your handbrake to get more angle, but I don't have a actual hydro, so I can't really use my handbrake that much to my advantage, because I don't have an actual like your wheel. It goes on a, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it has a certain amount that you can push it down, so it goes like 50%, stuff like that, like the 300 degrees and 900 degrees, just like your throttle. It goes from 0 to whatever and then to 100. Your handbrake goes to 100 instantly if you have it on a button, like I have. And that, I mean, it makes it a lot harder when you have it on a button. So I recommend getting a good wheel. And if you want to go cheap, get a Logitech. Want to go a little more expensive, get Frostmaster. Want to go full send and want to build the big rig and stuff, get Fanatic, because Fanatic is great. And I would want that, but for my prices in my country, it's a lot more expensive. It's about 20,000 for a really good set of a really good wheel, I should say. And you would get pretty much everything if you got Fanatic, because you would get a good shifter, really good pedals, you could get a handbrake, you get a lot of wheel rims, and a good wheel base. I have a force feedback wheel. There's something called direct wheels, which are a little bit different from force feedback wheels. I mean, you can of course, you know, watch what you would like. Go watch some other videos on wheel reviews. I don't really have anything to recommend since I haven't been doing any reviews in terms of wheels. But I just know that Fanatic is the best of the best in, like, for force feedback wheels and stuff. And I believe they also do some direct drive wheels. Not sure. But everything like that, you know, you can of course go look it up and just, you know, choose what you want. And I would say if you're like me, just casual gamer, use it a very little amount of time, your wheel. Go for a Logitech. If you want to go a little more, you know, into racing, into drifting and stuff like that, get a Frostmaster. If you want to go build a rig, you know, 3-4 screens and have an actual race seat and stuff, definitely go Fanatic or a direct drive wheel, because it's the best. And you can also get VR. I do have a VR headset. I have never tried recording in VR, since I don't know what it will feel like recording in VR. I can of course do Asseto Corsa videos in VR for future reference if you're interested, and stuff like that. But I would say for now, guys, have some fun and go out and try and drift, and buy Asseto Corsa if you don't have it. Get a good wheel, all that stuff. I will talk to you another time, maybe as a GTA 5 video. There is a little RP that we got planned for tomorrow and also Friday. Probably gonna be a video up there both of these days with GTA 5. So look out for that, and I guess I'll see you next time.